Hello everyone and welcome back to Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. In today's video, I have something a bit less exciting, just like the Velour video. I'm gonna be showcasing the new Widebody Carrera, the new Porsche in this game. And yeah, someone in the comments in my Velour video asked if I could review all the cars this season. And okay. Someone just got the GTR. I was just doing my intro and interesting intro, and he also damaged my car. Great. Well, anyway, yeah, someone asked me to do a review of every single car released in season 4. I might not do every single car, but I'll try to do as many as I can, and probably the Sterato, for example, is going to come very late because it's a level 50 car, the Solar Pass, so it's very hard to get. And it takes a lot of time, and I haven't played this game a lot lately. I've been a bit away, and so this is also why I haven't posted in quite some time. But anyway, let's look at the new Widebody Carrera. Now, I haven't driven this car at all. This is the first time I'm driving it, so again, live reaction. And just like with the Velour, I think we're gonna go on Ibiza because it's wet. The weather is absolutely atrocious on Hong Kong. So, the Widebody Carrera. I'm pretty sure this car was changed from a Grand Tourer to a supercar. Correct me if I'm wrong. And let's quickly go to Ibiza. And oh yeah, beautiful weather as always. Amazing, amazing. And we see someone there as well. I've really started to see quite a lot of players playing this game, honestly. I'm starting to meet more players in game, you know, on my server. So that's really nice, I think. But yeah, this car is a supercar now, which honestly I think is a good change. I don't know exactly what the other Carrera is as a class, and after quickly looking it up, it's a Grand Tourer. So this was supposed to be a Grand Tourer initially, but then it was changed to a supercar, which I honestly think is a really good change because we already have a very similar car to this one. But this is a nice modified wide-body car, and so I think this is really nice. This is a really nice change to have two Porsches, but very, very similar, but different, you know? Like the Celine HQ, Celine editions of cars. It's really nice to have those cars in the game, even though they're copies of other cars, because at least they're different. And honestly, you really like that, you know, a Barth, for example, or the 4C or the 8C, whatever, the Alfa Romeo and the Celine HQ. I don't have any of those Celine cars, but I've driven them, and it's nice to see a big difference. So yeah, the number one thing, this is way faster than the normal 911. This is a very quick car, and I think tuning it a lot will be really good. I think this might be a nice car for races, honestly. It's obviously not gonna be a overpowered supercar, but I think tuning it a lot might be a good idea, and you might actually get something competitive out of it. So honestly, thumbs up for me. Additionally, I think this car will be one of the cars I would also personally tune, because this is a wide body car. This is already a modified car, so I don't know, tuning it more and just adding upgrades to the engine and to the performance of this car is fine by me. These types of cars are the ones I think are okay to tune. And I've spoken about tuning in the past, and I generally don't like it, but this is one of those times I actually think it's okay, and I think I'm actually fine with it. So I would also tune this car. But yeah, honestly, very nice car as I'm driving it into a building. And handling wise, once again, I think it's pretty nice. Let's turn the windows down to hear the engine a bit better. Although it's nothing special, you know, it's just an old 911. Really nothing to hear, unlike other cars in the game. And for example, the new Aston Martin, right? Amazing sound. So obviously, I think it's pretty accurate, but yeah, nothing really special. And you can clearly see it's pretty good for drifting, I'd say. I really think it's gonna be a good car for drifting and for corners. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I think this is gonna be good for, I don't know, tracks in which, races in which you have a lot of very tight curbs. I think this is gonna be a good car for that. And we knock those bicycles, why not? Overall, I think this is a really good addition to this game, I must say. I really like this car. It drives pretty nice. And oh man, yeah, oh man, look at those drifts. Yeah, so I think it's a pretty fast car for an old car, a 90s car or 80s. I think it's a 90s. Might be late 80s, I'm not sure, but it's very fast, honestly, and I think this is gonna be really cool to use in races. And about the looks of this car, it's again really nice. It's not exactly like the 911, the normal 911. The widebody kit really makes it quite different and fatter, I guess. It is fatter, obviously. And I don't know, I really like this car. I think it's a nice looking car. And I can't say it sounds bad. Nothing really exciting, obviously, but it's definitely not bad, you know? And NPCs, like I said in previous videos, I think NPCs have become completely retarded in season 4, excuse me. And oh man, but the drifting part, and I don't know, it feels, I think it's one of the best drifting cars in the game, one of the best feeling ones at least. It feels really good. Yeah, I mean, this, obviously I overshot that, but that was my fault. Definitely not the car's fault. And once again, consider I'm on a keyboard, by the way. Oh man, this is really nice. I actually really like how this car drives. Okay, and a bit of weird physics there. This game again has some issues with that. Nothing I can really do, but I just want to showcase it, how nice it is. And honestly, the video doesn't do justice. You really should drive this car. Now on to the biggest problem while I'm talking about you should drive this car and feel it. The biggest problem is you can't get it freely unless you bought the gold edition of this game, I'm pretty sure. I have the gold edition, I bought the gold edition, so I got this car for free. I claimed the solar pass for free. And also I think around 20 stages or something like that. Oh man, but the drifting, if you don't screw up like I just did. Yeah, it handles amazingly well. This might be a really good car for if you upgrade it a lot. Might be really good for farming, I think. Might be a contender, honestly. So yeah, about the solar pass. You unlock this car at level 1, but you unlock it only if you buy the solar pass. So you can't get this car for free. Unless you have the gold edition, but if you're a normal guy, you just bought the game and that's all, the normal version of the game, then you have to buy the Solar Pass, and I think it's around €5 or $5 or something like that. But I don't know, I think this is really... oh man, and I have to interrupt this. I mean, look at this. Look at this, man. Ibiza is absolutely fantastic. Such a great map. I'm always gonna say it. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, so pretty much this car costs $5 for anyone who hasn't bought the gold edition of the game, and I think that's pretty sucky because you can't even test drive this car. At least in the dealerships, if you don't have money for some cars, you can test drive them, right? And I don't know, this feels a bit shitty because I think it's a great car. I hope they might add it in the future. I don't know, but is this car worth €5? And my honest opinion, I don't think it's worth €5. Because honestly, this game is not where it needs to be right now. It still needs a lot of work done. And for most people, this game is not worth it. So spending €5 or $5 for a car. I mean, sure, you also get the DMC Alpha 5. If I'm not mistaken, I think you also unlock that. That's also premium, so yeah, you technically get 2 cars. But honestly, paying money for a game that already costs money, right? You pay like, what, $50 if it's not discounted? Doesn't feel good, man. Really, really doesn't feel good. And so, if you haven't bought the gold edition, I wouldn't recommend this car. I wouldn't recommend spending $5 for this car, especially considering the other car is the DMC 5, the Alpha 5, which is not a great car. It's unique, and that's very TDU DNA like, but at the same time it's electric. I don't like electric cars in these types of games, and yeah, I don't know. It's just my opinion. If the other car was something like a Pagani, for example, then yeah, sure, go ahead and buy it. 2 amazing cars. The Pagani, I'm sure, will be absolutely fantastic. The Zonda, the Huayra, the Utopia. Hopefully we have all 3 of them. And with this as well, would have been fantastic. But just on its own, with an electric car, I mean, sure, if you like the Alpha 5, go ahead, buy both of these cars. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I wouldn't buy it if I was a regular player. Obviously, I did, and I would have bought it anyway, even if I hadn't bought the gold edition, because I would have reviewed this car either way. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't recommend this car, but I have to say it's an amazing car. It's very good. The handling is amazing. I think it's a unique car, a unique enough car to deserve to be added to this game. I don't think it's like any copy of the Ford GT or the Audi R8, for example. Those were horrible additions, and actually they were there from launch, so not even additions. I think they were just bad to have. But honestly, yeah, that's just my opinion. But once again, yeah, amazing car, unique, very interesting, would absolutely tune if you have this car. I'm gonna tune it myself. I generally wouldn't recommend tuning cars, although I know most people will because they want to be competitive and so on. But yeah, that's my take on this car. Absolutely amazing, except for the part where it actually costs money. But what can you do, I guess? If you want to buy a free car, buy the Velour, which is probably the best car in this update, or just grind like hell until you get the Starado, which is also a contender for the best car this update. Yeah, that's honestly all I can say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye.